entire generation of TV viewers, he's perhaps best known as Screech from the 90s classic Saved by the Bell. But actor Dustin Diamond, whose life has been on a bit of a rocky path since, has now reached a somber crossroads, with a jury now rendering a verdict on whether he intentionally stabbed a man in a bar fight. ABC's Alex Perez has been covering the trial and has the latest for us tonight.
She was already quickly becoming covered in blood. When I started to move towards them, my focus was on approaching her to get her out of harm's way and to stop her from being hit.
Hero or criminal? Dustin Diamond, known to millions as the goofy character Screech he played on the hit 90s show Saved by the Bell.
Now show me that killer look.
A jury of 12 hearing testimony today from the former child actor facing charges for stabbing a man in a bar fight last Christmas.
I did not swing or motion the knife towards him at all. I think he injured himself when he grabbed me.
Diamond, who pleaded not guilty, maintains he was only trying to protect his fiancée, Amanda Schutz. He argues that she got punched in the face and was bleeding after being harassed and assaulted after she went to stop a group of people who recognized Diamond and were trying to take pictures of him.
I didn't want anybody to suffer an injury. I wanted injuries to Amanda to stop. That was my only concern. I didn't want any kind of harm for anybody.
When you opened the knife, did you ever intend to use it?
No, it was for display purposes only, which it had the desired effect. I said let go, and they did immediately.
His accuser claiming Diamond was the aggressor.
I opened my black coat, and there was blood all over the beige sweater.
The alleged victim, 25-year-old Casey Smet, whose blood-stained clothing was presented to the courtroom on Thursday. Yes. Clothing that Smet says he was wearing the night Diamond attacked him.
A scuffle broke out, and somehow me and Mr. Diamond became locked into a fight.
Also shown in the courtroom.
Do you know how deep it is?
This video shot by police who interviewed Casey Smet in his home after the fight and telling police he didn't immediately realize he had been injured in the fight.
She said, enough with the pictures.
TMZ released this video of the moment leading up to the altercation. It was then members of the victim's family who testified the brawl broke out after Diamond's fiancée, Amanda Schutz, reportedly got physical with them.
I said let go a few times.
And then what happened?
And she didn't, and I punched her in the face.
That's when more fighting broke out, according to prosecutors, as seen in surveillance video played in court.
Dustin sees this happening and tries to get in between. This is his fiancée. It's a woman being beaten by these people.
But prosecutors say Diamond initially claimed he was holding a pen, not a knife, during the scuffle when questioned by police.
The bartender comes over. He saw, I'm holding the knife in my hand, the pen in my hand. He holds the knife. Put the knife down. He says, it's a pen. He says, just put it away.
Then changed his story when police told him Smet had been stabbed.
Mr. Diamond seemed alarmed.
At that point, did Mr. Diamond change his story?
He was now conceding that he did have a knife.
Diamond admitting today in testimony the pressure of his fame led him to lie.
Officer Knight asked you if you had a knife.
Yes.
And what did you tell him?
I lied. I wanted to minimize, if I burp the wrong way, TMZ gets it. And I did not want, an event with her being hit in a bar and that being it and done to become Dustin Diamond pulled a knife at a bar on somebody.
Discrepancies that may hold the key to the verdict.
This is a he said, she said. So we've had different witnesses giving different testimonies. So the jurors are going to have to go back into the deliberation room and decide, who do we believe? Who's telling the truth? Who was the initial aggressor?
Diamond, a part of the ever-growing list of troubled child stars. Lindsay Lohan, made famous for her on-screen role in The Parent Trap.
Hallie, we're like twins.
Now better known for her off-screen run-ins with alcohol and drugs, even being sent to jail for violating terms of her probation.
That's 90 days in jail.
Corey Feldman doesn't have any idea what it's like to not be famous. In the 80s, he was on top of the world, starring in cult classics like The Goonies.
This was my dream, my wish, and it didn't come true.
But Feldman later drowning in a sea of personal problems, arrested for heroin and cocaine possession, to which he pleaded not guilty, struggled in and out of rehab, found recovering under the spotlight of Hollywood, almost impossible.
It's hard enough to realize that you messed up, but imagine every time you turn around, somebody's making fun of you or laughing at you or kicking dirt in your face.
Nor has Diamond been immune to the spotlight, often finding himself right in the center of controversy. In 2006, at age 29, he released Screeched, a sex tape that he both directed and starred in. It's something he opened up to Oprah about during an episode of Where Are They Now?
The sex tape is the thing that I'm most embarrassed about. The rumor was that Paris Hilton had made $14 million off this sex tape. And my buddy said, $14 million, holy smokes, where's a Screech sex tape? You got to be worth at least $1 million. And I thought, yeah.
Diamond is now front and center in this Wisconsin courtroom where earlier tonight a jury found him guilty of 2 misdemeanor charges, carrying a concealed weapon and disorderly conduct, but not guilty of the 3rd and most serious felony charge of recklessly endangering safety. Diamond's fiancée, Amanda Schutz, also found guilty of disorderly conduct.
We're happy with the results. We think justice has been done. Jury did a good job.
Diamond will return next week for sentencing. For Nightline, I'm Alex Perez in Chicago.